guys, Cialis here with another crazy card trick tutorial. Although it's not a card trick per se, it's a card move. A move that you can make cards appear apparently at your fingertips. If you like this sort of stuff, you should definitely subscribe. Hashtag get piggy to 100K. Fuck it. So this is a card production. Now, as far as the actual playing cards that I recommend you use for this, I like to use these very shady casino cut cards. So you notice that they have a little bit of a bicycle finish. They have the edges chopped off because they were used in play. And of course, they don't want people to sneak the cards back into play. So they cut the corners off. So you can't be surreptitious and break the law, you fucking criminal. So these are the ones that I recommend to use just because they're a little bit more pliable. You could find these in dollar stores. If you live in the Vegas area, there's a lot of different distributors of these sort of cards around. You can find them relatively cheap online, but I would look in dollar stores for sure because that's where I find everything. So look out for casino cut cards. So the first thing we're going to need to do for this particular production, which is a little bit more of an advanced move, is to learn a little bit about the tenkai or the rear palm. So we're going to hold the card here between our middle finger. You see the middle finger and the forefinger of the right hand. We're going to hold it as if we're Jesse Eisenberg and we just finished doing the snap change, right? Or actually as if we're Jesse Eisenberg about to do the snap change. So this is the position that we're holding here. Now, to get the card into rear palm or tenkai, what we're going to do is we're just going to bend our fingers back and make the card parallel to the ground. So you notice we're in this position where the card is now parallel to the ground. All we need to do is by repositioning our thumb and holding on to that left corner, we let go with our fingertips and that card is now effectively in tenkai or rear palm. A little tidbit that I have too is to bend the card down. Now, when you bend the card down, you want to watch your angles and make sure that the top doesn't have a little bit of this peaky action and that the bottom doesn't get this bendy action. So it's a nice little bit of a bend and it shows your fingertips empty here, but you still have this card in rear palm. So let me just do this one more time in super Australian, New Zealand slow motion for you guys. Here we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So you have this situation here going with the front of your hand where your fingertips apparently could be seen completely through, not holding anything, but you still have this card in this tenkai palm. So how do we produce the card? I hear you say. So the production of the card looks a little bit like that. Now you're producing the card essentially at your fingertips. That's kind of the point of this production. It's not one of these weird sort of grips that you see people do often. It's more of a pop. It just pops into existence. That's the idea that we want to get to. So the way we do this in Piggy's advanced card manipulation lessons. Oh, if you guys want a beginner's take on card magic, you should join the Pig Cake Card Academy. The link is in the description below. So here, from this tenkai palm, what's going to happen is that we're going to put our middle finger here. So you notice our middle finger is coming in contact with the face of the card, but the upper left corner. Now what's going to happen is that you're going to let go with your thumb. So it's being held by the middle finger. You're going to let go with your thumb, and you're going to pinch this upper corner with your thumb. So now the middle finger is holding the face here. The forefinger is just bracing the middle finger, and it's going to help pop that card out in existence. So all you're doing here is that you're using the pressure of your thumb against the middle finger and releasing the card to allow it to just pop into view. That's all that's happening here. So all you're doing is letting go of your thumb is coming in the back, and that card, the snap is created by that card just being snapped from the palm. But you see from the front, this action looks like the card literally comes from nowhere, which is exactly where you want to be. Oh yeah, I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what's inside. So that's how you get the card into rear palm or tenkai palm and produce it in this fingertip production sort of Jeff Sheridan, Channing Pollock, Jeff McBride, Bennigan's sort of way. So that's that. Now, I know what you're saying. How do you do that with multiple cards? Well, you just add multiple cards. So here, we're just going to add a group of about 7 cards. We're going to put these cards in the same grip that we discussed earlier. However, the only difference is that now, instead of putting that pressure with our thumb, we're going to use our thumb to lift up all the cards. So you notice that right now, I'm just releasing one card with my thumb. I put the same pressure with my fingertips, and then that is what's going to allow me to just use my middle finger as a pivot point to push that card into existence. So you notice, first of all, let me just fucking get that card out of here. So you're, instead of, the only action that's happening right now is that you're letting your thumb drop one card, and then you're allowing that card to pop into existence the same way as before. Only difference is that now you're holding on to this block in the back. From the front, it just looks like cards are just popping into existence and coming from nowhere. However, from the back, it doesn't look that way. It just looks like you're holding a stack of cards into the hand and just showing them, which is not the angle you want to be in. So you want to make sure that the cards are parallel to the ground. The back of your hand is to the audience. You want to make sure there's no one poking in the back here. And you want to make sure that you don't get any sort of peak between your fingertips, which is going to happen when you're first learning this amazing card production. So one more time, you're just pulling up with the thumb. Your fingers come in, grab that upper left corner, and that card is going to get swiveled out by the middle finger and the forefinger, just like this. And it's going to make a nice little satisfying sound. So it's a fun thing to practice while you're in the can. You know, some people read magazines, some people look at adult videos, but you're just producing cards at your fingertips. Imagine you produce one card, you can make it look like you split it, and then that's it. And to make the card vanish, all you're doing is just putting the card back in the rear palm. That's all that's happening. That's pretty much it. Another little tidbit is that when you put it into rear palm, if you want to show your thumb to not be holding anything, you bring in your middle finger, grab the card in the upper left corner, and now guess what? Your thumb is free. So people that are looking for this palm, they're going to be looking for that thumb being hidden. But you could, anytime, you see that? You could just pop your thumb out by just holding the card with your middle finger. That's a little bit of a hot tidbit for that. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you guys would really subscribe, because that really means a lot. It's a little bit more of an advanced production, but I think it's well beyond the scope of most of you guys. So make sure to practice and do all the things that people do. You know, they leave comments saying, hey, Pig Cake, wow, you're getting so big. Man, all those push-ups really are making you look huge, dude. I'm going to go figure out different ways to use Steve Madden silver shoes and spray paint them to a different color.